Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back here to Trackside Racing Network. We are live here for our doubleheader night here on Trackside. Ready to go green in just a moment. Thank you all for tuning in earlier to the Red Sox Racing League from Daytona. Ernest King checking in. Good to see Ernest. We are live here for the Raze Energy iRacing Legacy Cup Series. We do have a promo code for you guys. Anytime you want to guess, I'm down. We might actually be able to do that sometime, Ernest. Might be able to get you in here one of these nights, actually. Be cool to have a different driver in here from time to time. That's something we actually need to do. I think we need to get more drivers involved in some of these broadcasts. I think it'd be cool for personalities to come out. I think that'd be really neat for that to happen. We might actually do that soon. Tonight's race is sorry. We have two races tonight. No, I'm sorry. Let me correct this. We got one race tonight, one week next week before the playoffs begin. We only got 12 drivers in here though, so it ain't the biggest field we've ever had by any means. Which sucks, I know, but we'll see how it all plays out. I mean, it should be a good race either way, or I expect it to be a good race either way. So we are ready to go here in just a moment. Sorry, I was just sharing everything. Make sure you guys share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's see. D. Mallory chiming in over on YouTube saying, let's go, Cody. He's definitely got a chance in this one. Everybody has a chance in this one when it comes to Talladega, but I will be honest with you guys with something. You are about to see some of the fastest speed you've ever seen in iRacing, period. I don't care. I've yet to see a car beat it. Well, with the exception of that one thing that came out where they didn't run a plate on the cars. Anyway, coming into tonight, 10 drivers right now are in the chase. The one that is on the cut line, Todd Chase, he is sitting 10th. Taylor Gentry in 11th, Gary Smith in 12th. We'll see how that plays out. By the way, as you guys can tell, we are pinked out here. If you are just tuning in for the first time tonight, we are pinked out for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That will be for the whole month of October. We love trying to do stuff like this to try to promote breast cancer awareness. Donate to your local breast cancer foundation. Preferably, I prefer local breast cancer awareness foundation, just because it stays local. But that's me. But anything helps like that. Susan B. Anthony Foundation's a good one as well. But we are set to go here live from Talladega. Let's hop over to the racetrack. We're getting ready to go live here. You're going to see some speeds, boys. I'm not going to lie. I'm already looking over here on the charts, and I already see somebody up to 209 miles an hour. And he's not even in the draft. Make that 215 now. He's not even in the draft yet. Alex Pacelli on top of the board. Good to see Alex back in here once again. There is some other cars in here as well. Usually got some pink cars that's coming out. I'm not sure. I know Todd Chase, I think, is driving a pink car here tonight. Or he should be. Derek Pemberton is not. But we do got a promo code that we want to point out for you guys. It's about to pop up on your screen here in just a moment once I figure out what I did with it. Make sure you guys check out Raze Energy and use this promo code. There you go. It's hard to see. I didn't realize it. Thought it was kind of that hard to see. Check out Raze Energy. Use code DerekP82 for Raze Energy if you're into energy drinks. Okay, so I'm not the biggest energy drinker. Just want to point that out. But I've heard that this one that's on the screen, this is Galaxy. Todd actually tried it today, and Todd is a member of the race team too. He said it's actually pretty good. So I don't know. I'm not the biggest energy drinker. I know my brother likes them a lot. But, yeah. Anyway, qualifying is underway right now. It is Joe Morgani out on the racetrack in the number 53. Of course, he comes in here with 4 wins this season, and because he has 4 wins, because of course he won last week as well, he's actually got 3 wins in a row. Because Bristol Motor Speedway, there was some controversy involved. Gary Smith got penalized after the race. Him and Derek Pemberton both did. And the win was stripped from Gary. They both get credit for last place points, and Joe was credited to win. There is no Levi Allen here tonight. Unfortunately, he's not here, so it's going to take a little bit of a points hit here tonight for Levi. But Levi, if you're out there, can't wait to see you back in here next week. And yeah, so we'll get ready to put some laps down. Sorry, I was over here thinking. Anyway, let's look at some miles per hour as these guys are out there on the track. 201 miles an hour by himself. Make that 205 miles per hour by himself. Let's call it 207. Joe Morgana goes to the top of the board. Other cars are out on track right now as well. Alex Visario goes to the top of the board. There is one driver that I am anxious about pointing out. Derek Pemberton knows how to work this draft, but there is Todd Chase paint tonight. He's got the Todd's Gamer page in black and pink, repping the breast cancer awareness. Of course, you see on the side of his car as well. Overtake Motorsports on the back. Good to see that. It's a good looking car, actually. Todd, I like that. That black suits him. So he is out there as well in that number 9 car. Visario is still on top of the board right now. Alan Best, he could be a factor here tonight in that 52 car. Anxious to see what Derek Pemberton does. Last time we was here, Derek put on one heck of a clinic in the WOS CRL series. Keep in mind when I say this, he didn't win the race. He got involved in a late race wreck about with 1 lap to go, and all hell broke loose with him. So anyway, we're going to keep a very close eye. We've seen him hit 237 miles per hour. Give or take a little bit on that. So, and here is the number 82 car, or slash 81 car, coming to the start-finish line. Right now he goes to 10th. We're expecting the second lap to be faster. Morgani's second. Todd Chase just finished up his. He's 6th. Here's Alan Best. He's out there. Let's see what he does here on his second lap. These cars are a handful to drive around this place. And I'm going to be honest, I'm watching Alan Best. I'm actually surprised on how sturdy he's keeping that car to the bottom. We may see somebody go to the top of the board. I'm not sure how he was able to keep that steady on the bottom, but it looked really good. To the start-finish line. He's currently 7th on the board. Let's see where he goes to. He goes to 2nd. P2 for Alan Best. Here comes the 81/82 Derek Pemberton in that Raze Energy car. Derek getting a little loose off the start-finish line, or at the start-finish line. Good lap. Goes to 7th, however. Pate Alvin in the number, oh my goodness, look at that car. He done tore that car off. Pate Alvin destroyed. Man, we know his lap time's not going to be good. Pate Alvin, that is it's not a good looking race car, buddy. I need to tell you, it's not what it's supposed to look like. He goes to 11th, however, on the board. Brian Kidd just basically putting around. We do got 30 seconds here remaining in qualifying. So that's going to give us time to talk to, let's talk to Derek, because why not? As he is just in here. Derek Pemberton, Adam Chapman up in the booth. You are usually in the booth as well. You got a copy?
Yeah, I do, man.
Talladega, and what I like to call is your home track, even though Bristol is actually your home track. You're close to Talladega, but your home track as far as speed goes, because you got this place. You love this place. Let's be honest.
Yeah, we always seem to have pretty good luck here. Just can't seem to win it for some reason. But, last time we were here in these cars, unfortunately, we couldn't bring the same car because Skylar Grissom still has that car under lock and key somewhere, and I think he swallowed the keys. So I don't know if we're ever going to be able to find that car. But, we're looking forward to tonight. I feel like it's going to be another thing that I kind of maybe have a small advantage of is, I've been here. I kind of know how to maybe maneuver these cars in the pack racing. So that I think that might be a big time advantage I have because I'll be honest, I've heard people talk about strategies and everything that they want to do tonight, and it's just not going to work with the strategies that they want to do. So, I got to go out here and do what I know how to do.
58 laps. We know that you got to hit pit road one time. At least with 58 laps, we know that you're going to have to hit it one time. Pit road, always a big thing. We're going to have a green flag run. We know that 100% with this league. It's going to happen. With so less cars, it's bound to happen. Do you worry a little bit about pit lane, or have you done enough practice not to really worry about it?
You know what? If we have green flag pit stops, I give this. I'll give. I mean, if this group can go green flag and we have green flag pit stops, I will give us all credit. I mean, because that would be absolutely amazing if we could go green flag. And Adam, I know our oval luck right now hasn't been great the past couple of nights, so we need us a good oval run. So hopefully we can be able to do that for you, because I know you want to see some actual good green flag racing.
Yeah, because I'm going to kill Todd Chase if we have cautions every 5 laps. I just want to point that out on the broadcast.
By the way, you are super muffled. I don't know if you... You're not since you started interviewing me, but before that, you was pretty muffled.
I was
so.
probably talking. I don't know, man. Who knows?
I tried to let you know, but of course, you can't hear me.
Who
but
knows?
I
Anyway,
That's the longest pace lap of my life.
I'm over here trying to actually fix my muffledness now. Anyway, you ain't got me thinking about. Thank you. I don't like you anymore. I'll let you go.
Yeah, but I think this Raze Energy car, I think we're going to be able to get it up front. This Ford's been fast. We've been really good in this league. I'm hoping that maybe Joe and Alex can get involved in something. And
Oh, wow.
I mean, look. Adam, that's one thing we talked about. Me personally, I don't race to make friends. I race to win, and that's the only shot I think I got to win tonight. At least have maybe even a chance at the championship is if those two can start running into some trouble. So that's kind of the mentality going forward. Is we got to get in front, we got to win races, and hopefully those guys start running into some of the bad luck that I've had these last couple weeks.
So do what you can do, man. We'll be watching you.
Thank you, man.
Guys, let me know if I'm still muffled in the broadcast, please. We are set to go green here from Talladega. Pace car is in. Pace truck is in. As we are live on TRN for the Raze Energy 58. I think that was the name. Probably not. Green flag set to wave. Pace car is already in. We are green flag out in the air. Racing from Talladega here in Alabama. And you can already see a little bit of a pull away here from first place of Alex Rosario, who's out front. Battle right now is going to be for third. 86 of Brian Young looking to put his name in the hat of winners tonight. We're looking at 3 wide a little bit further back. Somebody dropping back. It looks like Alan Best continuing to drop back here. Derek Pemberton takes away 5th as well, as we are green. And here's where you're going to see your speed. That's what we're going to kind of keep an eye on. It's going to take about a lap or so before these cars get up to speed completely. Maybe not that long, because look at Derek's speed already. 205 through the corner. I see him at 209 a minute ago. He moved up. Now working with Joe Morigani. Look at the run. This is what we've seen Derek do. 212 to 11. Oh, he gets loose. Good save there. Sarah moves up. And the thing is, you cannot slow these cars down to check up in time. So these guys got to keep that in mind when you come to race at Talladega. These cars, the speed that you carry here is not. These guys haven't experienced this speed yet in these cars. Not unless they practice somewhere else and maybe race somewhere else. Experience could play a factor, and you're already seeing it right there with the 82. Remember, he almost won the WSCRL series. That is, by the way, Cody Kennedy has done a good job. He's moved up now to battling for the top spot as well. He's up there with Derek on the outside. Alex looks like he's going to have a good run off the bottom as we continue to stay green, working through the tri-oval here from Talladega. Rosario looking to lead this lap. They're going to go really high here in the third lane. Now, we can see cars run that third lane. I just want to point that out with these cars. Todd Chase, new fastest lap. And I don't want to even guess what his speed was. You see that lap put down? Because that is a blistering lap of 45.593. That'll be a really good lap. Here is Ron Christensen Jr. You can look at his miles per hour. I mean, 212, and he is really close to getting right up in that draft. Look at the speed, 215 for the driver of the 45, and we got a big one. There they go. Welcome to Talladega. It's Alex Rosario went around. What happened here? Oh, I'm going to be honest, guys. This looks like a blown tire. We have seen this last night. Nope, he just overcorrected. Oh. Boys. And these guys only got one quick repair. Just saying, 4 of them just used it. Because Donnie was involved. Brian Kidda involved. Brian Martin, yeah, he might have to use it. Cody Kennedy, did he get involved? Yes, he did. He had to tow. Pate Albin got a little bit of it. Derek Pemberton, I think, got a little bit. Yes, he did. Now, you can't run this car with damage. I just want to point that out. Here's a look from Derrickson, by the way. See that. Once again, we're actually right on board here with Todd Chase Jr. He actually makes it through. He got a little bit of damage as well, but here's on board with Todd Chase. There it is. Big wreck happens. Up and over. Todd tries to shoot the gap. Derek just happened to be there. I don't know how many times you guys have raced Talladega on iRacing, or if you got iRacing, you have, or if you don't, you probably don't really know. But things happen here. When they do, you just got to pick a lane and stay in that same lane. You're not going to be able to adjust. You're going to see cars come down this time. Probably go ahead and take tires. You see Derek come down. He's going to come down and take tires and get the damage fixed, I would guess. You see Todd Chase and Pate Albin and his teammates coming down together right there. So I would definitely say that. But Joe Morgani and Brian Young, lo and behold, what a surprise to see Morgani out front. Gary Smith gets a little bit of damage as well. Didn't really talk about that, but he's got a little bit. I think that'll actually be okay. Like, that does not look bad. So these guys are going to, some of these guys are going to be spending a little bit of time on pit road getting that fixed. So you guys get it. It happens. All right, so we are getting ready to go back green. Sorry, I was over here reading something about that, guys. We are getting ready to go back to the green. Pace laps are about ready to come off. This is the only bad thing about Talladega is it is brutal when it comes to pace laps. It only takes like a minute and like 45 seconds to go around this place. So, Derek Pemberton back on pit road. Pace laps are off, by the way. So, we'll see how this all plays out, but. Let me know, by the way, if chat, if I'm muffled. I hope I fixed it. So single file restarts here as the pace car works into turn 3. We're about to work into turn 3. We are ready to go. Joe Morgani, Brian Young, Alan Best, Gary Smith, Ron Chris Jr. Pate Albin, Todd Chase, Donnie up into 8th now. Alex Rosario back in 9th. Derek Pemberton, Cody Kennedy, Brian Keita is back out on the racetrack. The curiosity, let me look. Did these guys actually, they one lap down now, but did they, yeah, they took their quick repair, and it's crazy because some of these guys was actually just minding their business. I don't think Cody actually took his yet. He did not take his, and I think that's a good call not to take your quick repair this early. We know Alex had to, so this is going to be big if something else happens to him. As we wait for the pace car to drop off, there it goes. Green flag set to roll. Here from Talladega, Joe Morgani up front with Brian Young on the back of his car. Here we go. Green flag out in the air. Once again from Talladega. The flagman waves the flag. Going into turn one, single file. Let's see if anybody, yep, already making a move up front. The 86 said, hey, it's my turn to lead. Brian Young takes away the point. Todd Chase taking away that from Gary Smith. I wonder if Gary's in a little bit of damage trouble here. There could be some slow. That car don't look like it could be up to speed. I'm looking over here. He's about 10 mile an hour slower right now than the guys that's around him. So I'm wondering, yeah, he's definitely got some engine trouble. He's going to need a yellow, I think, unless he's dropping back on purpose. As you see Derek take his quick repair. From what I've seen, I don't think he did, but maybe he did. That car looks pretty clean, honestly. He may have. Up front, Young leads that lap. Brian in that number 86 Atari paint scheme. I absolutely love that 86 paint scheme, by the way. It's pretty cool. Activision on the side. It's one of my favorite paint schemes this season. Guys, here on Trackside Racing Network, we still don't really have an idea of who we're going to pick for the Driver of the Week program. So these guys got to show me something here. We got an idea. I think I'm slowly starting to get it. But who knows? We still got a few races left, so this week. We may have one come out of here. Who really knows that? I don't know. Morgani looking to the inside. Pemberton has worked his way up already as well. Oh, there goes one car to the inside. And this will not bring out a yellow. That was the 52 of Alan Best. Did he have help from Derek Pemberton on this? Here's the look of it. You guys be the judge. Oh, he gets some of the apron. Gets some of the apron and gets loose. Yep, that's what it was. He actually came up and made a little bit of contact there with Derek. And one thing, tough hit there. And he has blown up. That is not what you want if you're him. The thing with Alan Best, though, with so many guys not being here tonight, I think, honestly, points might not really matter as much. Yeah, I don't know. For him, it kind of does. He's 14th in points, so he did not really need that to happen. I think that he's going to put him in a must-win next week. Here we go up front. Look at this. Derek Pemberton ain't going to put this 3 wide. He ain't got a gust. Never mind. I know better to ask that. He does make it 3 wide. Still 3 wide. 2 by 2 now up front. Derek takes away second. Morgani working up on the back bumper. That was close. Pemberton to the lead. Like I said, man, I'm not just bragging about Derek. The guy actually knows how to race plate races. He might not win a lot, and he's aggressive on them. He reminds you a lot of, as weird as this is to say, and he's probably going to kill me, he does remind you a lot of Stenhouse. Like, Stenhouse is very aggressive on these planes, and he wins, though. That's the thing, like, just being honest. I mean, you gotta appreciate it in a way. Even though I'm not a big fan of Stenhouse, the guy can race plate races. I mean, literally race every other track. So that's why Derek kind of reminds me of him. Anyway, Todd Chase has worked his way up to P4, by the way. He is in that third lane right now on the outside of that number 9 down the straightaway. Ron Christensen Jr. there as well in that 45 with Alex Rosario there. That bottom lane right now, of course, going to be the dominant lane right now on the inside through these turns. 86 taking a peek to the outside. No, that was almost bad. Derek came and put a block on. I don't think he realized. I think a lot of people forget how quick once these cars get a small run, you can't block. I mean, that's just, there's so much speed in them. You can't really do much about it. Fastest lap right now, by the way, once again, still Todd Chase with the 593. Uh-oh, contact. 2 cars going to the inside. That would not bring out a yellow. The 53 of Joe Morgani may have just made a big mistake. And he has blown up. And look at this. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he goes to the inside to pass Pemberton. I don't think he realized that he had a car to the inside. That is a mistake we never see happen for Morgani. Another look at his. Let's make sure the 45 of Christensen, who was having a great run, did he come up any at all too? I mean, yeah, that was on both in a way. He came up, and I think Joe may have thought he was. I don't know, but we're back live. That field's getting smaller, boys. Just want to point that out. Couple cars going to be a lap down for sure. They need a yellow. These guys right here said, we can't give you that. Just can't do it. Brian Young crossing the start-finish line. Oh, Pemberton almost getting the wall as Todd chased his inside. Todd gave him plenty of room there on the exit. That was pretty tight. Alex Cerro looking like he may try to make a move here on his 86. Want to mention Joe Morgani is exiting pits. After that damage, he had to use that quick repair. Him and Ron Christensen both. Christensen's actually still on pit lane. And now he is rolling as well. So these guys may go 2 laps down. Christensen for sure going to go 2 laps down. Morgani may not. He may just go 1 down. There's Christensen right there. Thing is, these guys right here are going to be catching Morgani so fast. Once he does, I mean, I don't know if they're going to be able to do anything. Surprised we're not seeing more single file racing. Like, everybody's actually racing kind of hard. I mean, we're only got 7 cars on the lap, and we're only on lap 15, guys. That is absolutely insane. There's just something that does not happen very often. Just to point that out. Wild race tonight. Talladega, Derek Pemberton, new fastest lap, 45.496. 205 miles an hour as he exits the turn. And here comes Derek looking to the outside. I think this right here might actually be the longest race of the season, by the way. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't know. This and Daytona was pretty long. I think Daytona was a little bit longer. Daytona was 80 laps, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it was a little bit longer. Brian Young still out in front here from Talladega as we are going to turn it up. Here live from Talladega, you guys enjoy. I had noticed that the top 5 have broken away here from Todd Chase and Pate Alvin. Pate's having a good run tonight. We'll see if that works out. But Cody Kennedy right there, you see a lap down. Derek went ahead and let Cody go, knowing that he's a lap down, does not want to force that issue. Alex about did the same thing, by the way, that he had happened. He gets on the apron a little bit. You got to be a little bit careful on that apron. And by the way, that is a rule, by the way. You are not allowed to pass below that yellow line. That is a rule here in the Legacy Series as well. Let's watch this speed that Derek's about to get. Because he's got that draft. Watch this. He actually closed up pretty quick. I didn't think he'd actually get... He didn't get as much as what I thought he would. 210. Oh, boy! 212, 213. He got a little bit of a run. You ain't stopping that run. I'm sorry. And Pemberton goes to the lead. You know, I think he may have just found something he can do late in the race. If you are sitting in that second or third spot, you lay back just a little bit, get yourself a run. And we're going to see the 00 try to do it here as well. You get yourself a little bit of a run, you got a chance to do it. You see Donnie right here. He's about to do the same thing. He's going to have a big run because these cars are so spaced out in front of him, or he's not tucked up. Look at the run he's going to get. He doesn't have actually the speed I thought he would coming out of the corner. He's not going to be able to do it. I don't know. We'll see. Here comes a little bit of a run. Still not quite there. I don't know if he's got a little bit of damage or something. I'm not saying he's slow by any means. 200 mile an hour, definitely not slow. But Brian Young was taking a peek underneath Derek. Not going to be able to do it yet. Oh, Derek gets a little bit loose. May have to let these guys go. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if Derek has a quick repair or not after that wreck. I mean, his car looks really good, so I think he may have used it. And if you're in that situation, I think you just got to be really patient. Oh, that wasn't patient. Todd Chase is starting to work his way up here a little bit as well in that 9 car. He's looking at 215. That's the speed I was talking about. If you could set this up the right way, and you see Derek falling back to third, I think Derek's really more tested than anything. And we'll see if he's able to do it. You see Todd with the big run on the outside, but watch this 82 right here on the screen. Watch the run he gets. 208, 210 right there going into the corner. He's going to try to set this up where he gets another big run. And if he does, you can't stop it. That's the thing. You cannot stop the run. Cody's going to be in a little weird spot there. Yeah, 3 lanes are blocked right now. Derek can't do too much here. 3 wide, and there's that run. There's just nothing you can do. So, other guy, I think Derek's more tested than anything. As almost came up into Cody. He is clear now. But 86 still on the inside. But I think this is more tested, honestly. That's really what it looks like to me. He's just trying to see if he can do it. Very interesting. And Todd Chase, another big run on the way outside. He's going to look to the 3rd lane. He's not going to be able to do it right there, I don't think. As we are almost to the halfway point. Remember, we may have to have pit stops here under green flag if we continue to stay green. Fingers crossed on that, because I would love to see green flag pit stops in these cars. But if we do, that's going to make things very interesting. Let's see what happens. Watch the run Todd Chase gets. He's using a little bit of that Derek Pemberton draft. Now, if Derek was in another draft going faster, I think Todd would be even more faster. That's what I feel like. I feel like you have to be drafting another car for that to happen. Like, Derek's set up right now for it. And I'm trying to really watch the miles per hour. A little blink there from Todd, but if Derek's going to catch that draft, we may see a good lap here. I don't know if he's got it completely where he wants it. He's got a pretty big run. 215. 218. going into the corner. He's going to swing out a little bit and try to use that run, jump up in front of Cody Kennedy. Side by side for second and first. And Pemberton leads that lap. And that's exactly what, I don't know if he led it or not, but either way, that is exactly what he's doing. He's mainly testing. I can see it. I just hear it like the way he's driving the car. You can kind of tell by looking at it that that's how he's driving this race car right now. A little bit further back, here is Donnie. And he's going to have a good run here on Todd. Look at the speed that he's driving as well. He's kind of doing the same thing a little bit. He's just riding right now, I feel like. I don't think he's wanting to push too much. Yeah, you heard him get off the gas. Like, normally, late in this race, you would not get off the gas in that situation. So I feel like he's just here riding a little bit, saving some fuel in the number 00 car, and watching the race unfold in front of him right now. It's a great view, though, of Talladega. Exactly what you feel like, too, when you're in the car or when you're racing. Pretty wild. Look at the speed he's getting from Derek up in front of him, 216. And I don't think he's actually completely clear. Todd was somewhere behind him. Oh, there he is. Right behind him. He's changing the speed though. Right now showing P4. Well, up front, these three guys have kind of just been going back and forth quite a bit. Top three breaking away. Derek actually falls back quite a bit to fifth. Donnie takes third. Todd Chase fourth. Paid off in fifth. I think, once again, I still feel like Derek's definitely got one of the best cars, honestly. That's why I keep checking in on him. I feel like he's just practicing a lot of stuff right now to see what happens if we get late in this race. Can he make a charge? We've seen him do it plenty of times, but you better watch out for that 00 too. I feel like Donnie's actually got something for these guys as well. Auburn would love to get a win. You see Derek right there making a pass on Pate. Watch the miles per hour once again. Derek just utilizing that draft, trying to figure some stuff out. I mean, he's basically red light right now. It's just all draft pulling him through this. Watch him to make a move off the turn here. Yep, there he goes, off the corner. Oh, he had to get off the gas just too fast. Oh, Lord. So, but that's a learning thing. Derek can learn from that. Maybe not do that so late in the race if you're going to be able to try to make that pass the way it happened. And you see what he's doing right there. The 9 is actually leaving. I'm sorry, not the 9. The 00 is up off a little bit. So he's basically sharing draft with two different cars, with Todd and Derek was taking advantage of that. That's pretty cool to see. We don't actually see that a lot. And that's actually the first time I've ever really seen it actually done in broadcast. I know it happens a lot every time we go to a plate race, but we never really get to see it too much being done. We're just never in the right position to see it. So pretty cool to see that actually happen with the car just up a little bit. Todd tried to utilize that draft too, and Derek was able to as well. We're still watching the speed just because I love seeing the speed of these cars. Look at that, 218, almost 219 going in to the corner. But you can see these things step out, and they want to slide. And I'm still curious about when will pit road be open. Keep in mind that everybody has been on pit road once besides our race leader, Brian Young. Even though it was a caution, it still matters. But we know we do have to pit at least one more time. Jump up to Alex and see if he can make his pass. Brian Young's done a fantastic job here from Talladega so far. He's kind of just managing the race. Now, the only thing is, Alex able to save a little bit more fuel right now than at 86, so not sure if that's going to be a factor or not. It's not like the Red Sox Racing League where, you know, you can save fuel, of course, but you're not going to be able to take much less fuel than everybody else. You're still going to pretty much fill it up, and I'm curious, will we take tires for these guys? That's, you know, tires have not really fallen off like we thought right now. I don't think. Which, a place like this, who knows? You know what I mean? Being so fast, you would think there would be definitely some tire wear. Some of these guys wouldn't mind the caution coming out so they can get away with them, though. As we were coming to lap 34 this time at the line. By the way, guys, no broadcast tomorrow. We are off tomorrow. Just want to make sure I point that out to you guys. Basically single file right now through the entire track. Nobody really racing too hard right now. Not surprised. I mean, you're in that weird transition right now. Everybody's just enjoying a long run. I knew we would get it eventually. We kind of needed this, like Derek said. We've had a couple of nights of some yellows, so on our broadcast, so it's good to see a green flag run. Pit stops. Look at this. Uh-oh. There they go. Everybody coming down. Now, do you take tires? That's the thing. Do you take tires? If some cars don't paid off, it's going to stay out and lead a lap. We'll see how that plays out. Now, this is the first time we've seen these cars actually pit here under green, I believe. The 66 minimum stay. I'm not sure if Derek was involved in that one. We'll try to get a replay of that in a minute. There is tires going up on it. Looks like everybody's cars. Brian Kidda. Man, that man cannot catch a break tonight. Look for him, maybe just take fuel only. Honestly, if you're him, I don't think you would take tires. He's going to take tires. Everybody taking tires down the way they go. Everybody looks like they're able to get off pit lane without a penalty. Now let's go back to see what happened to Brian here on our ATVO replay. Did he come across Derek's nose? This is just Talladega. Yeah, he had to. Coming into his box, Derek was on the inside. Yeah, and that's just Talladega, guys. That is usually being preached about to stay to the right side of the pit road. Derek kind of didn't. Kind of didn't there. I think it's just the way they entered. Was a very tough break, but Paid Alba would love to see a yellow right now. I think. Maybe not. I think he's going to have to hit pit road. No, he is not. So he is out by, he would love to see a pit, yellow because everybody else will lap down right now to 55. It ain't going to last long. He's got to hit pit lane, but and our top three is gone right now. There's 4th, 5th, and 6th. They're kind of spaced out. I feel like, let's just say, our top three. Or top two pretty much is going right now. Cody Kennedy still working with our race leaders. It was a good call, I think, for Cody to come down pit lane, but unfortunately, he's going to be 2 laps down right now unless he gets in front of these guys. Right now, if we stay green, I don't see nobody catching these. I don't see it happening. Here's Pate Albin running by himself. By the way, just to let you know his lap time, he just ran a 47.7. Everybody else runs a 46.4s. So, there you go. There's the difference of a little over a second. And keep in mind, once these leaders do catch Pate, he's still your race leader. Like, this guy is the car that's a lap down. So, Cody needs to get in front of the 55, that is, to be only 1 lap down. Pate would love for Yellow to come out because I think everybody would have to come back down pit road again for tires. And we'll see if that, you never know. We've seen some crazy stuff happening. Ron Christian and Alan Best is on pit lane. Pate's moving up out of the way, let these guys go, but I'm going to guess that we're going to see the 55 hit pit road this time if he's able to get down. We'll wait and see. Pate Albin does come down. Let's watch and wait. Nope, not this time. Derek Pemberton did drop back with Donnie and Todd. I just don't know if these guys are going to be. I mean, the way these top 3 right now are kind of working, they're not racing each other. This is a smart move by Alex and Brian. And Cody as well. I mean, it's a smart move by Cody, I think, too. He's trying to stay the first car a lap down to get a lucky dog if a caution was to come out. But when these guys back here are racing like this, like Todd, Donnie, and Derek, it's not going to help your cause. Like, there's just no way. You've got to get in line because these guys up here haven't moved. We'll let you know the lap times in just a moment. Here you go. Let's go back to Alex right here. Let's compare lap times. This time, as they cross the line, 46.4 for Alex. And here comes Derek coming to the line. 46 or 47.4. So there you go. I mean, a second faster right now with our leaders. I mean, it is crazy how much faster. Derek and I haven't even gotten around Pate yet, I don't think. Wow. I mean, Pate's just up here chilling. He's just minding. I mean, there ain't no way he's going to make it to the end. It's just not possible. But you never know. Calls come out, it would work out for him good, I think. Top 3, well, top 2 broke it away. Just when you say top 3. And there comes Pate Albin down the pit lane. So everybody's going to get a lot of their laps back here with him being on pit lane. I mean, I don't want to say everybody, but, you know, a lot of them are going to get their laps back, I would say. And we're coming to lap 43 next time by. And we will compare lap times again with our race leader compared to the second group that is behind them. And at the line of 46.2 for Alex. Now let's wait because Derek and Todd, actually it'll be Todd. Yeah, 46.8. So they are, oh, Brian hit a hard in the wall. No caution comes out. I'll make sure Anthony's, yeah, he's going to be okay. Now, if these guys start racing like we're kind of seeing right now, Brian went really high. If they start racing a little bit, I mean, they're 7 seconds ahead of these leaders. They can't afford to race a little bit. But if they start racing a lot side by side, well, the 86 shot will lose. But if they do start racing, you're going to see a difference being made up really quick. And yeah, they are racing here a little bit. You can see the times. We'll check it this time once they cross the line again with Todd Chase. Yeah, that time it's not close. Todd was 4/10 faster, so we'll see if they keep making up time or not. But it only really relies on if these guys race like they look like they might. Cody Kennedy would love a caution to come out, by the way. He would be, him and Joe Morgani and Gary Smith, they would all love it. If a caution came out, they'd be back on the lead lap. We'll compare lap times once again to Derek Pemberton now, who's taking over third. Todd has fallen back to fifth. I feel like they're not going to be as fast this time since the switch was made. You can't keep switching. They're about the same, but you cannot keep switching. If you do, it's not going to work. And honestly, they're already back to 8 seconds. It was only 7.5 a few laps ago. I just don't know if they're going to have enough time now, honestly. Not without a yellow. Coming to lap 47, and you can see the times back to third is continuing to grow almost 10 seconds. It's the wildest Talladega, the weirdest Talladega race. Dude, everybody's just so spaced out, man. Like, it is. I don't quite understand why these guys back here keep racing. The third, fourth, and fifth place, I do not understand that. I don't know why you keep getting out of line. Anyway, oh, they're racing up front. There's a little bit of bump put on. The 86, it looked like. Brian Young has yet to get a win this season. I want to point that out. And for people who don't know what that means, I mean, that is pretty big considering he is barely above the cut line. So this would solidify his spot into the playoffs. With Charlotte next week, if he's able to hold on and win this one, Joe Morgani and Gary Smith is on pit road. That's an unfortunate circumstance for them, especially Gary. Did not need that to happen. Morgani comes in here with 4 wins. Visario comes in here with 2 wins. Derek comes in here with 2 wins. Nobody else besides Gary, nobody else has won this season. Been them 3. Brian Young would like to change that. Yeah, I just don't really understand how you're going to be able to make up this much time this quick unless the yellow was to come out. See Derek trying to basically force the 0-0 to work here with each other. It's an odd combination seeing them two guys try to work together. They about the same as the leaders last time. I mean, it's going to be tough to catch them anyway with 3 cars up here running nose to tail. And Cody Kennedy is he's the spoiler for these guys behind him because he is actually a lap down. So Derek would love Cody to be like, hey, you want to pull out that line? I definitely agree with what Cody's doing. I mean, he's got to keep racing here for that lucky dog spot, so I definitely agree with what he's doing. 9 laps to go. We've had 1 yellow so far. And they are starting to race a little bit up front here. Not much has really happened. The race has been kind of boring since the green flag stops. But that's Talladega sometimes. That's the way, especially without a big field. That's just the way this race is. The curiosity question is going to be, if you're Alex Ferreira, like, you want to win the race, when do you want to try to do it? Do you want to pull out a line late? Remember we seen Alex flipping through the air earlier? Crazy what a fast repair can do. Comes Alex. Watch for him to possibly make a move here within the next 5 laps, possibly. I thought something happened back here. Donnie gives up that. So they just wasn't making up enough space, and I think Donnie kind of noticed that. Joe Morgani just out there running practice laps. Basically with nobody around him. I think if you're Brian Young, you really don't want to be the leader. I feel like it all depends on what this, 63 does. I just don't know. I mean, did these guys learn anything when they watched Derek earlier? Alex definitely did, I would say. I'm sure Brian did as well. Like, if you lay back just a little bit, you can get such a big run, you can't stop it. And honestly, who knows what could happen coming to the check or green white flag of this one. Hopefully nothing bad happens, but who really knows? These Talladega races never end the way that you think they will. There's always something that happens. We're coming to lap 55 this time. And we'll see. You see some lap cars here as well. Getting the other way. Oh, Brian Kidd at the wall. He may spin. No, he does not. He keeps it out. He does hit the wall. But it keeps it from going around. That could have been bad. So here's what I'm thinking. Oh, the 21. Oh, yeah, he don't make the same mistake twice. He got that apron again. Here's what I feel like could happen. 21's going to put out a line at 86 to go for a block. You got to be careful here if you're Brian. You do not. If the 21 has a run, I feel like you got to let him have it. That's just what I'm thinking. These cars are moving around a little bit more up towards the front now. There is another car involved with this draft, Joe Morgani. He's just going to ride right here behind him, I would guess. So now it's just not Cody Kennedy. It could help determine the outcome of this race. They are lapped down. Man, that 21 touching that apron, I'm just not a fan of. I mean, it looks like it's helped rotating the car really nice, but I'm not a big fan of touching it. That's just me, though. Now, keep in mind, coming to the white flag, race is official. You are not allowed to go below that yellow line. So now the race becomes exciting. 2 laps to go from Talladega. Will we see the white flags? The curiosity question. And when you're Alex, do you play a line, or are you willing to help Donnie win his first race to lock him into the championship? Personally, even if he finishes second, I think he's going to be okay for next week. I think he'll lock his way in, even if he finishes second. So we'll see. As we come off turn 4, now there was a little opportunity there for the 21 to look underneath. He does not. White flag is going to be displayed here from Dega. 1 lap to go. When you're the 21, when do you make that move? Do you make the move? You know you're going to finish second. Guaranteed right now. And yeah, he's looking. Here he comes to the outside of that 86. Cody Kennedy kind of not going nobody right now. He still hasn't made up his mind. He's just letting him go here. He does drop to the bottom. Alex Rosario, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make this now. Oh! Here they come to the tri-oval. Alex is going to have one more shot. Don't know if he's going to get there. Brian Young is going to be close. Who got it? Brian Young wins at Talladega. Battle back in here now for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Derek Pemberton gets the boot into Todd Chase. Around goes the teammates. Pemberton finishes in 5th. Todd Chase crosses in 4th. Oh, and a hard wreck there. Now, here's what happened with this. We're going to look at this first. 82 went up to block, and it was such a big run. That's what happens. And now Brian Young, let's go back and look at this replay for the race win. This was a heck of a race right here between these two. Alex looked to the outside. Here's their finish. Right there. That's your difference. About a nose. About a hoodling of the race car. Race winner Brian Young puts it in victory lane here tonight. Congratulations, Brian Young, solidifying his way into the playoffs. Let's talk to him. Brian Young, it's Adam up in the booth. You got a coffee. Man, this has to feel really nice. It was basically a 2-car showdown here at the end. You and Alex worked really well around each other, and you was able to pull it off, solidifying your way into the playoffs. That's got to feel nice.
Absolutely love it. You know what? I love draft. Well, we do drift here too. Let's face it. Yeah, no, I love getting in the line and whatever here, and just riding around, and it feels really good.
It looked
just
like
happy.
It looked like pit stops really broke everything up. Was you aware that could happen? Because we've seen it a couple of times, but I mean, you guys really broke up and y'all was going.
Yeah, we knew that was where we could lose time, game time, depending on damage. Somehow I managed to get out of that first wreck on like lap 3 with nothing, and just didn't have to worry about it, and we could get out of pit lanes fast as possible.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many laps you led, but I know you're the lap leader as well. Congratulations, man. Going to the playoffs now, guaranteed for sure. Don't have to worry about nothing next week at all. Any shout-outs you want to give out, man? This is a long time coming, I feel like.
Absolutely. Just digging really hard. I want to say thanks to Firelight and Alex and Josh and everybody that gives me the shot in these cars. And thanks to Valvoline for helping us out every once in a while with the logo and stuff. And just thank you to everybody who's watching.
Hey, good job, man. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
I'll pull you up. I think I know how to do that. There we go. Next up, Alex finishes in P number 2. Here tonight, once again, Alex has multiple wins this season. Alex, you got a coffee? Hey, Alex, you got me?
I got you, bud.
Man, another clean race, really respectful race there at the end. We know what could have happened. Finishing second overall tonight at Talladega. You and Brian just checked out, man, over everybody.
Yeah, we were discussing a pit strategy like soon as the race started.
Ooh.
Me causing the caution kind of put a hammer in that one.
That was a wild ride, by the way.
Yeah, I'm surprised I got back on all full wheels.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we just.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, we decided we pit on lap 35 and just hope for the best. Truthfully, Brian didn't know what to break.
I hear you. We go to Charlotte next week. How do you feel about going to Charlotte, man? Some people like it, some people hate it. We know it's a tire eater, though.
Yeah. Thing about Charlotte is that people got to remember turn 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 are all different.
Yes.
3 and 4 is a bit narrower, so you got to have a bit of a later apex, and people don't seem to get that sometimes. That'll help with runs out of 4, and 1 is just going to be like a regular 1.5 mile race.
For sure, and we've done a couple of them this season, man. Well, we know already what to look forward to. You're one of the favorites, probably the favorite going into playoffs. You and Joe. Any shout outs you want to give out here tonight?
Just to my team and Ryan on his first win here.
Hey, good job, buddy.
Thank you, bud.
Thanks, man. Next up, it is going to be Donnie finishing in P3. Donnie's got to feel pretty happy. Donnie, sat him up in the booth. You got a coffee.
Yeah, I got a copy.
Man, third place. Worked out good. Derek tried to come up and put a block on you. No idea why. You can't do that at Talladega with that much speed. We've already seen that. Third place tonight, man. You got to feel happy with that, though.
Yeah, I feel pretty happy with that. Had a pretty good car. Just sit back and try to use my patience and wait till the end.
We know that this place is tough to drive. That's, a given, of course. Talk us through the pit stops, man. It looked like it's a very tough pit road to get on and off.
Yeah, it's a little tricky. I think it's harder coming back onto the track than it is going on to pits, but that's just me.
For sure, man. Well, we know that this is definitely going to help with the playoffs and all that stuff. How do you feel about going to Charlotte next week?
I feel pretty good. I like the big tracks.
For sure. Hey, man, congratulations. Any shout-outs or anything like that you want to give out?
Man, Skills VR and then my son.
Hey,
and y'all
go put it in victory lane next week. It'll be cool to see you there.
try.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Donnie going to finish in P3, and that will do it for us tonight, guys. I hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast. Y'all have a great night. We'll see y'all Saturday. God bless.